it's no wonder human beings have difficulty realizing, like making real, like real-izing their awareness of the complexity of physical reality. And that's because when you're looking at physical reality, you can't grasp it. You have to go into the fundamental spiritual dynamics underlying how physical reality works. That's what I show my clients how to do. And when they do, they have epiphanies like what April's talking about here. Welcome to Worthiness Wednesday. I'm Perry Gruber, the Enlightenment Guy. I help people connect with the fundamental spiritual principles underlying how physical reality works so that they can create lives they love and get results in their lives without the burnout or the hustle. And today, oh my goodness, I have two stories I want to talk about, two examples. As with all Worthiness Wednesday episodes, in these videos, I talk about the wonderful experiences my clients are having when they learn how to connect with and effectively use the spiritual dynamics underlying how physical reality works. And in this episode, I'm going to be talking about two of my clients, both of whom are in the advanced practice, who are so clear with regard to how powerful this practice is, how powerful they are, because the practice isn't really that powerful. Where the power comes from is using the practice to align with one's own inherent power. And by power, I simply mean the natural, inherent ability to create the reality you desire. It's not really power. Power implies influence over others. And this is more about creating the results in your life that you desire without having to influence others, because others are already in on the game and they're willingly participating in the unfolding of what you desire. I talk about this in almost every video I create for this channel. Welcome to the channel, by the way. So, I want to talk about these two clients. Both are in the advanced practice. And their experience they're having just, one of them has just begun their advanced practice. The other has been in the advanced practice for a while. But they both are finding the same epiphany ringing true for them. And that is that they have discovered being able to perceive behind the veil of physical reality. And as a result of that, knowing why people are doing the things they do. And as a result of that, reflection, being clear about why they are doing, the clients are doing the things they do. This is a magnificent, natural progression through the positively focused practice when you discover and begin and learn how to begin to use the fundamental spiritual dynamics underlying how physical reality works, including your own life, but also others too. Then you come into a great deal of capability. You get your fingers on the reins, so to speak, of creation. And not only does your life dramatically improve, and your experience of your life also improves, but it feels so good. And that good feeling is so delicious, as you'll hear in a moment. You want to tell others about it. as I was thinking about putting this video together, I was thinking about Christians who go door to door talking with people about their religion, or others who are standing on street corners with bullhorns, proselytizing with their words, and questioning myself, like, what's the difference between those people and my clients who are seeing so clearly how physical reality works? They want to like shake the shoulders of their friends and say, snap out of it. The difference is, in this practice, you learn that words don't teach. Life experience teaches. Usually, words just cause people to double down on their current state of beliefs, whatever they happen to be. And all beliefs, whether they're wanted or unwanted, are creating a reality consistent with it, thereby proving the beliefs true. And so, when you're trying to convince someone with a bunch of words like Christians do, it's not very effective. But life experience is 100% effective. When a person is willing to learn how and put into practice what they learn with regard to realizing they have control over the spiritual dynamics underlying how physical reality works, that life experience, which shows up as magical synchronicities, it's not really magic, but you get my point, wonderful unfoldings consistent with everything they desire. When they start producing these kinds of results, they feel ecstatic, as you're going to hear April describing in a moment. And the ecstasy gets so intense, they want to share it with others. But I always encourage people to keep their mouths closed and instead let their life experience speak. Because there's nothing more powerful than having your life turn out fabulously, and then others see that happening, and then they come to you and they say, what the fuck have you done, and how can I get what you've gotten? By far, this is how I have gotten clients. Not by marketing, not by advertising on social media, but just letting my clients do the talking with their life experience. It's so good. It's so good because this is how physical reality works. We know, me and my clients, we know how to use the fundamental spiritual dynamics that underlie how physical reality works in order to create a physical reality that matches our desires. And it's not a simple thing to do. It is simple. The principles are simple, but it's not easy to implement because the physical reality we all find ourselves in, which is kind of a misnomer because we're not all in the same physical reality, but you get my point. Physical reality has inherent resistance in it as a result of the collective consciousnesses of all of the beings that are participating in it. And it's so convincing that it's easy to collapse into the momentum of what we see and experience seemingly outside of us. But when you just take the time to lean a little bit into the spiritual dynamics underlying how physical reality works, then your life immediately reflects back to you the fact that that is how you get a hold of, control, and deliberately create your physical reality. All that is wants you to have this information. You had it before you came. Me and others like me are here to help you remember so that you can step into your version of the empowerment that I and my clients are receiving. So now, I want to play a clip for you. This is a clip from a client session with a client named April. Remember, there's another client who has the same experience that this client is talking about. This other client is talking about how she can see so clearly now why her friends are unhappy, why they keep getting the same results all the time, no matter what they try to do. And she wants to shake them up and let them know what she has learned. But again, words don't teach. So she's taking the long route, which is allowing her life experience, observed by her friends, to draw her friends in. And when they come asking, then she will use the words. But this client you're about to hear, April, is talking about several experiences between her husband, and her brother that have allowed her to crystallize for herself clarity around how these three people, her brother, and her husband, are creating the reality, co-creating their reality experience. And as a result of that crystal clarity, coming into such powerful appreciation for what she's discovered, that she says, I love this shit. Take a listen. Mess up because he didn't do what Aaron did.
Yeah.
Aaron soothed himself first and then communicated from the high vibration. Cain was trying, he put you on a pedestal by trying to make you feel better, by trying to manipulate his words so that you'd feel better. And
Yeah. And
it
that feels
backfired.
creepy to me.
Yeah, it backfired. Yep.
Yeah. It's funny because there's a former version of me that would have expected all the
That's
fancy
right.
footwork.
Fancy footwork. That's a good word for
Yeah.
it. That's
Because it is
exactly
like
right.
you're jumping through fucking hoops to
Yep.
say
Yep.
something. And I mean, I don't always love hearing a direct commentary, but I love knowing where I stand with people or in
Yep.
that moment. It's just so much less to wade through.
100%. Yep.
I think I think it was actually super beneficial that everything went down that way so that we could have that specific conversation.
I agree. I agree.
And it's funny because you once reminded me, and Cain doesn't mind causing contrast or facilitating contrast. I don't remember how you said it, but I feel like because we've been getting along so well that he might have, yeah, he was like slipping into that, putting
Yep.
his number
That's
on.
right. This is kind of the challenge of getting what you want, is that you've got to, it's always expansion, it's always
Yeah.
practice. And so when you get what you want, you don't want to try to protect what you want as though what you want is going to go away from you.
Yes.
That's what he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So in
That's an
a
advanced level of awareness though.
in a different way, you could say that I was not doing that by being so like irritated with how like my response to him, I wasn't operating from a fearful I don't deserve him place. I'm not
That's
like saying
correct.
good for me that I was impatient, but I feel like I was really responding to the waver in him.
That is exactly what you were doing. You were giving him the feedback as an angel for what he was not doing.
I love this shit.
I know, man. It is so spectacular. It's, oh, seeing behind the curtain of what's really
Yes,
going on between spiritual beings. There's nothing better. There's nothing better.
man.
Yep.
It does kind of make you want to go out and tell everybody what's
I
up.
know. I know. I know.
Like,
Believe me.
this is why you're unhappy. This is why
Yeah.
you're mad.
Yeah.
And I know that doesn't really serve the
Nope.
angle.
Yeah.
Little superiority moment, even though
Yes.
like, I know at any point in time I could be falling flat on my face.
That's exactly right. But yeah,
Uh,
I'm like you. I love this shit. It is so,
yeah,
ah, nothing like it. Can you hear the joy in April's voice and her clarity and her understanding of her husband Cain and her brother Aaron, both of whom are also clients? Can you also hear the complexity of what we were talking about? There are so many layers of life experience, all of which you are in the process of co-creating with your broader perspective and the cadre of beings who move with you through multiple dimensional reality. And so, it's no wonder human beings have difficulty realizing, like making real, like real-izing their awareness of the complexity of physical reality. And that's because when you're looking at physical reality, you can't grasp it. You have to go into the fundamental spiritual dynamics underlying how physical reality works. That's what I show my clients how to do. And when they do, they have epiphanies like what April's talking about here. Notice also the groundedness with which she speaks. She acknowledges that in any moment, if she's not paying attention to her vibrational frequency, she could fall, as she puts it, flat on her face. But even doing that is not a problem because we're all eternal. And when we fall on our face, we immediately get the feedback from our broader perspective in the form of negative emotion, which allows us then to instantly, if we're aware, realign, find our alignment, and then continue our expansion. So falling on your face every once in a while is not a problem. There is so much more I could share about the things April and I talked about in that clip. But there will be other videos. There will certainly be more Worthiness Wednesday videos to share. I have at least 20 or maybe 50 in the batter's box, so to speak. Way more episodes than I can create in any given moment. So you're just going to have to be in for the long ride. I trust that you've appreciated this video as much as I appreciated creating it. I trust that you are finding your alignment to be the most important thing in your life experience, which it is. There's nothing better than finding your alignment and living your life through that, because that's how you effortlessly create the life you came here to experience. Want to know more? Reach out. Make a comment in the comment section or reach out directly to me through my website at positivelyfocused.co. And in the meantime, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.